Let me guess. You've given up the rat race and chosen the life of a simple carpenter.
That's close, man. Look, will you, come here. I want you to hold this board.
What am I supposed to do with this file?
Put it down there. I don't care. Just
chair?
Help me out. Yeah, put it in the chair there.
So may I ask what it is that you're doing?
This is a ramp, Pearl. I'm accommodating a wheelchair with this ramp, see? You can roll up it.
Roll up it?
Yeah, see, I did stuff all morning, man. Hold this right there, will you? Just hold your hand there for a second. See, I already rearranged the cupboards. I got the new, what you call those, handles in the bath, in the bedroom over there. I got, I'm cool with this. I lowered the curtain rods. I got, you know, this whole shtick. It's a lot easier. Don't worry about it.
Well, this is great and everything, but as I understood it, Eden had shut you out of her life, huh?
Well, Eden thought she'd be a burden. I mean, can you believe that, man? She thought she would be a burden. After I never expected I would see her again. I'm just doing this so she'll know that even if she never walks again, I'm gonna be here for her.
All right,
yeah.
That is terrific. So when's she coming for her little visit?
Well, she's coming tonight, Pearl. But it ain't no little visit. It's more like she's gonna stay. Man, this is not too severe an angle, right? She'll be able to roll herself up here, don't you think?
Cruzy, it's just great that she's moving back in. I mean, I didn't have a clue, not even a clue. I don't think anybody else did either. In fact, I was feeling really depressed about the two of you. I mean, if you two couldn't make it, who could? Right. Yeah. Whatever the problem was, it's gone. Finito. You have gone beyond it, and I couldn't be happier for you two. So tell me, when did she decide to come home?
Well, she hasn't decided yet.
Come again?
Well, she hasn't heard about it yet, you know, so, I don't know.
I'm confused.
Well, that's why she's coming over here tonight, so she can see what I've done here, and it'll convince her that what has happened to her doesn't matter to me.
Well, what can you say to her that you haven't already said?
Well, I'm going to say the same stuff. This time she's going to hear me.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe she's just trying to protect you because she's afraid that you don't know what you're letting yourself into.
I'm letting myself in for the best damn thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, no, hold on a second. I'm just playing the devil's advocate to her, trying to figure out what's going on with Eden.
Well, I know what's going on with her. She's got this dumb idea in her head that being able to dance with her is more important to me than falling asleep in her arms at night and waking up in her arms the next morning, you know?
Dancing, to me, seems to be only a symbol of her old life, her old dreams. Having kids.
Well, I wanted kids, man. That's no secret, and so did she. But that's the way it goes. The important thing is that we get to be together, and I'm sure that once she understands that, she'll stay. You're not convinced, I know. That's obvious.
Well, with all my heart, I hope that you're right, but I got to stick my neck out here and give you a little bit of advice, and that is, I wouldn't work too hard on accepting her handicap.
I don't have to work at it, Pearl, because I accepted her handicap at the beginning.
But Eden hasn't, so that all these adaptations around here, well, she might take them the wrong way.
Well, man, then I'll tear them out. You see, I don't care about them. This is no big deal to me. I'm just trying to show her how I feel, you know? All I want her to know is that she should be here. That's all I care about. Now, will you do me one more favor, please?
What, keep my big mouth shut?
No. I want you to deliver this invitation to her.
Me?
Yeah, in person. I'd appreciate that. You see, I think getting her here is going to be half the struggle.
You know, I'm feeling really stupid. I don't know where to begin.
Well, I think if you maybe just start massaging my legs, it'll come back to you. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? That's fine. I just don't think that you're massaging the right muscles. I mean, I don't know.
Is this any better?
Well, you used to be a little bit more patient and gentle. I mean, I was always the one that was in a hurry. You took your time.
This is useless. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, look, everything is going to be okay. I mean, we'll just work together and we'll learn. This is all my fault. I'm rushing things. I'm sorry.
I don't mind learning to help you do this, Eden. It's just the other expectations you have of me, to be like this person you used to know.
I should have realized that.
I just don't know if I can live up to the best parts of this man you used to know. Or that the worst parts will start coming out of me without me knowing it, and I can't control it because I don't remember.
But you will.
No, everybody here sees me differently. Your parents think I'm this madman. To Cruz and your friends, I'm this troublemaker who's trying to keep you from going back to your old life.
And to me, you're a friend.
And what else? You know, there's a part of me that's afraid to know the truth. I wasn't always good to you, I know that, even though you haven't been willing to tell me all of it. But where does all this leave me? Who am I?
Kane, you carried around a lot of painful memories with you. But beyond that, you helped me. You nursed me back to health. You cared for me. You practically let me and made me walk on my own. I mean, you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Well, maybe my motives weren't all that unselfish.
And what do you think about me? You think my motives were completely unselfish? I mean, I haven't been just thinking of you. I've been thinking of me. And I'm sorry for that.
No, you be as selfish as you need to be, Eden, because that is what is going to make you walk again. The will to do it. And don't let anything or anybody get in your way. What?
That's the old friend I remember. And I can't do it without you.
I don't believe that. But, I'm not going away. I'll do everything I can to make sure all of that comes true for you.
Hello. I'd like to see Mr. Capwell, please. I'm Eleanor Norris. I'll see if he's in. Please wait here. Thank you. Hello.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to see your father.
Well, he's not home.
Well, do you know when he will be?
No.
Well, then perhaps you can take a message for me. I have an apology to make. He'll know why.
Is that all?
I'll get it.
Hi there.
Hey.
Pearl.
Eden.
Come on in.
Oh, no.
Hello. Is everything all right at the office?
Everything's fine. I brought you a little something. It's from Cruz.
I guess there's no reason for you to hang around.
No, I guess not. Then I suppose I'll just say goodbye.
Well, wait a minute. I'm going to take off with you. Okay. See you later, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You probably want to be alone.
Thanks.
A request for your company this evening at 7. No RSVP necessary. I know you're coming. Love, Cruz.
All right, now everything's ready, so just take it easy. It's all ready whenever you're ready. All right, now, oh, of course, the blue points. Now, they're in the refrigerator, and there's a dozen of those.
Listen, do you know there's a little fork go on the inside or the outside?
The fork goes on the outside. Okay, now
Great.
please
Thanks
take it
a lot.
easy.
I did that
Relax,
one wrong.
relax.
Listen, I appreciate the feast and short notice, and,
No
and I
problem.
don't know how to thank you, man, really.
I gotta tell you something. It's a sign. It's very cute.
Well, thank you. You know, I figure whatever it takes to get her back, I'll do it, you know?
Yeah. I guess things are never as simple as you imagine they're going to be, right?
Well, things never have been simple between Eden and me. I don't see why they should start now.
Well, I'll tell you what. I feel something terrific's going to happen. There's magic in the air. It's
Really?
It's a doorknob.
Are you sure about the forks?
I'll change the fork.
I think that one, yeah. What, you forgot your key?
No. Is Eden here?
Not yet. Come on in.
Okay. Oh, Cruz, it looks great.
Thanks.
Hey, Carmen.
How you doing, Fred?
Good.
Isn't this great? He did it all himself.
I know.
Of course, one thing's missing.
What? Oh, wow.
Buenas suerte, Cruz.
Muchísimas gracias, Martínez.
Then, well, Rick, if you're going back to the restaurant, I'll come along.
Sure. This is great.
And I bet tonight's going to be one night you're not going to want me to come home early.
I hadn't thought about that.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you come over and stay in the spare room tonight?
Gosh, I was kind of looking forward to not having a curfew.
Oh, I think it's a great idea if she comes to stay in the spare room
I
tonight,
think so,
Rick,
too.
as a matter of fact.
Well, maybe.
No, don't answer it.
All right now, but if you'll leave a message at the sound of the tone, we'll be back to you as soon as possible.
Cruz, it's Eden. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to make it tonight. Please give me a call. Thanks.
Well...
No, hey, are you kidding? Don't worry. Trust me. Everything's fine. Everything is right on schedule. Don't tell me she doesn't want to see me, right?
Get a long road to home, my man.
Yeah.
Did he go away?
No. He's here to stay.
You don't approve of Eden's faith in me, do you, Mr. Capwell?
No, I don't, Mr. Kane. I've made no bones about that. I think she's wasting precious time and energy and risking the most important relationship of her life.
Well, that's her decision, isn't it? Not mine.
Yeah, but if you don't push her too hard, she may come to her senses now, wouldn't she?
I can't do that. She might lose all faith then.
You have any idea where she is now?
Yeah, so I'll leave with Cruz.
So how do you feel about that?
What does that mean?
It means that you're jealous. That's what it means.
Don't try and make a case out of this, Mr. Capwell. I am not trying to come between Eden and Cruz.
You already have, Mr. Kane. And I would suggest that you do not try to influence her to leave
you
him
can't.
for you or go anywhere with you.
You can't threaten me, so don't bother. I know you're angry with me because you care very much for your daughter. I keep reminding myself of that so I don't just walk out of this place. But I have no intentions of doing any of the things you're so worried about. I just want to see Eden get better, and then I am gone. Because I'll tell you, this is not the kind of place anyone wants to spend a lot of time in.
Mr. Kane. You got your pills.
I made a few changes. I just added that ramp right there, and I widened the doorway into the bath and put up some handles in there in the bedroom.
Well, you've gone to a lot of trouble.
It was no trouble at all, darling, really. I enjoyed doing it. I've been studying up on your situation here, trying to get a point of view about the therapies involved, and I understand the basics of the conditioning things you need to do and the balancing. I'm even starting to work on what they call progressive ambulation training. I know that you had planned to do this with Kane, but darling, I really believe that if you'll just trust me, that it'll work out better if it's you and me. I mean, I think I can cut it helping you do this, and I know it's not going to be as hard for you to live here with me as you think.
This is so like you. It's so loving and understanding. Thank you for the balloons and the banner and the ramp. And
Listen, I got plans for outside, too. I know that was a little weird getting in here, but I'm going to fix the walkway.
I really don't want you doing this for me.
Well, I love doing it.
I really don't want you doing it for me.
Why not?
All these things are wonderful. It's just that this is a really small part of what I have to deal with. I think most of it is emotional, psychological, I guess, and it's really not going to go away with a couple of ramps.
Oh, darling. I understand that, but I mean, the rest of it, you just have to give it time, it'll come.
This isn't fair to you.
What's fair to me is what I decide is fair.
I think I really need a miracle to happen, and I'm really not sure if I believe in him anymore.
Oh, baby. If If you had seen all this, what happened here, from my point of view, you would know that the angel in charge of miracles is alive and well.
Those are beautiful words.
They're true. I mean, this is a big challenge. I'm not denying that. This is probably the biggest challenge that we'll ever face. But it's not going to take a miracle to meet it and overcome it. It's a simple matter of love. You know, I used to be a pretty good cook, and now look at, I can't even serve a pre-cooked meal without overheating. You know, look, it's black on top. I owe you an apology.
It's all right.
Rick isn't going to believe this. Well, at least I didn't burn the wine. Can I get you a pillow to sit on? I got something right over there.
No, I'm fine.
You sure? That's real comfy.
I'm fine.
Well, let's give it a try, you know? I think if you knock the skin off, maybe it won't be so bad. That's not too bad. What do you think? Do you like it? Is it okay? Here's some water.
No, I'm okay.
I just forgot to bring it out here.
No,
I'm sorry.
I really...
This will get better, believe me. Trust me. There you go. I'm going to propose a toast. This is to you, Eden. Just the sight of you across the table from me is... I feel so blessed, baby. Just, when we said goodbye here that last time, I thought it was forever, and I'm thankful to have a future again. Let's drink to our future together, darling. I want you to stay here with me tonight. I think once you spend a couple days here and realize how easy it is to get into the flow of things, that you won't want to go back to your daddy's house and to be with Cain. I can do it all for you here. I can give you everything you need. Talk to me.
I can't stand this. I mean, it's not the same anymore. It's just different. You sit there and you talk about me so lovingly. But it's somebody that you have to wait on hand and foot. The person that you were in love with was someone who was strong and independent, and I'm not that person anymore. I feel weak. Independent, and it's hard for me to accept. And I don't want or accept. I just really think you should take me home. Please take me home.
I can't do that, darling. You already are home.
Excuse me, but it's time for you to have another pill.
So wrong, can't you feel it? I mean, you try so hard. The harder you try, the worse it gets. Do you think I can honestly stand by and watch you turn into my nursemaid? Just do everything for me?
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm You want to do it yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Is that it?
No. I may never get well. I may never be able to take care of myself.
Darling, the stuff I've been reading says that you can get around this. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. You know?
Would you look at me? I can't feel anything in my legs. I can't feel anything. Now, you're fooling yourself if you think that doesn't matter. I mean, you could read every book in the world, and it's still not going to prepare you for what it's like to live with someone like me. Now, I didn't want to come here tonight because I wanted to hang on to a little bit of my pride. I didn't want you to know the truth.
The truth is that I love you, and I want to take care of you. As much or as little as you need to be taken care of. Nothing would make me happier.
You would be settling. And I couldn't live with that.
Did it ever occur to you that I need you as much as you need me? I miss you, baby. I want your spirit. I want your strength back. I mean, I know you need those things from me. I need them from you. Now, don't you think it would be possible just this one night to put this aside and comfort one another again?
It would be selfish of me to ruin your life.
It will ruin my life if you don't let me in. Now I'm asking you to be brave.
But who'd have guessed that love would come and take me by surprise? Who'd have guessed to be the one to open up my eyes? Now I know there's no life without love.
Pleasant dreams came. You've only taken one of these, Mr. Kane. You still have 2 more to take.
Oh, I don't want to take any more pills, Rosa. I hate taking pills. I mean, it's just chemicals. Who knows what good it's...
What is it? Mr. Kane? What's wrong? Oh, Mr. Kane. Are you all right?
I can't breathe. Help. Oh!
Let me go. Let me down.
Darling, come on.
Stop this. Please stop it.
Look, that you don't want me to stop it. I know you don't.
I want you to put me down and leave me alone.
So how did love ever find this fool lost in the dark? How did love find the key to open up
It's okay. It's okay.
my heart?
Why are you fighting me?
You don't understand. I don't want to pretend that nothing's changed. You want everything exactly the way it was.
Obviously, something is different. But just because you got hurt, it was terrible that something happened, but everything hasn't changed.
Yes, it has. Nothing is the same. And I feel like nothing will ever be the same again.
Now I see the change in me.
You push me the way you do. It hurts me more than if you walked out of my life completely.
Do you honestly think that I could walk away from you now?
I'm handicapped. Damn it, you can't pretend that doesn't change things.
I'm not saying it doesn't change things. We got some ramps in the house now. You have to get around in this wheelchair. Things are a little tougher for you than they used to be. I admit that. But don't you tell me that changes what's basically between you and me, Eden, because I know it doesn't.
Okay, you go on denying that I'm not different. But because of what I went through, I changed inside.
Self-pity does not become you.
Self-sacrifice does not become you.
I am not sacrificing anything.
You don't think you are.
What do I have to say? How many ways? I don't know how else to put it. This chair means absolutely nothing to me. It makes no difference.
It makes a difference to me. It makes me a different person in a lot of ways.
I don't believe that.
Why are you so blind? It's like when people go off to college or some guy goes off to war and leaves a girlfriend behind, promising to come back to them. They write a few letters, make a few phone calls, but while they're there, the experience changes their life. And then maybe they come back and they marry that person and they pretend that nothing's changed, that everything's the same. But they know deep inside that the person that they were doesn't exist anymore, and they realize the relationship's not going to work. And then they both realize that the relationship is either going to do one thing. It's going to either end up in divorce, or it's going to be so filled with resentment and bitterness. It'll replace love.
That could never happen between you and me, and you know it.
I'm telling you, I've changed. You are so set on making us what we were that you won't stop and recognize that.
No, I will not. Don't ask me to recognize that because I'm not going to be able to. I'm sorry, but I still remember who you really are. And I know that sooner or later, I don't know what it's going to take, but the real you is going to come to her senses.
I remember it all. When I was up in those mountains, all I thought about was a special time. All I thought about was coming back to you. And how everything was going to be perfect. And then I came back here, and it was like a blinding light had been turned on, and I couldn't live in that fantasy anymore. Our love was perfect. And I'm not going to ruin those memories by trying to revive something that can't be there any longer.
Oh, you ought to go ahead and ruin them, because you can't live with them, believe me. I tried. Everything about this place reminds me of you. I was going to lose my mind here, but I hung on to it. I didn't give up. I didn't give up on you, even though I thought you were dead. So I sure as hell am not going to give up now, knowing exactly where you are and knowing, Eden, as I so well do, that you love me.
Those special times were with a different person. And I'm sorry I can't be that for you anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, too. Because the woman I remember was not a quitter. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let her turn into one now. Right, please, that water.
Yes, good. I should call the hospital, Mr. Kane. Oh, help! Somebody, quick, help me!
Rosa, what are you yelling?
I don't know.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He's doing medication and collapsed.
Oh, this is Tracy. You better call 911. I'll get an ambulance over here right away. All right, take it easy. Take it easy.
Yes, I'm calling from the Capwell house. 300 Park Lane, Montecito. We need an ambulance.
I've made a choice. Why can't you respect that?
What if you decided that I can't handle you in a wheelchair, but Kane can?
Kane is helping me. And yes, he knows what it feels like to be in a wheelchair.
Has he ever been in one?
Yes, he has. And he managed to heal himself. And he was emotionally handicapped, too, because of what happened in the war.
I went to high school with a girl named Donna Hernandez. Hear me out, please. She was the only survivor of a terrible automobile accident the night we graduated. She was in a coma for I don't know how many days, and when she came out, she was paralyzed from the neck down. Had to learn to speak again from scratch. Since that time, she put herself through college, got her degree, became a teacher, met a wonderful man, and fell in love. They got married about 5 or 6 years ago and immediately adopted these 2 little boys from El Salvador. They had lost their parents, these little boys. Yeah, a real cool family now. I get a card every Christmas. She's in her chair, her husband is behind her, and she has a son at either side. I always think to myself I would be grateful to share in such a life. Now I'm asking you. Hell, I'm begging you. Not to give up on yourself. You have got to give us a chance.
Oh, I hope he'll be all right, Cece.
Looks like a heart attack to me.
Cece, how Eden is going to be so upset. She should know what's happened. Would you like me to call her?
No, I'll take care of that myself. Why don't you just go relax a little bit? It's been a long night for you, too. Go ahead.
Thank you, Cece.
What do you say I make a fire and put down a blanket? We can start a new life together tonight.
To know you see inside me.
Cruz, this is CC. You don't know how sorry I am to bother you, but something's happened to Kane. I'm not certain what's wrong with him, but an ambulance is taking him to the hospital right now. I just thought Eden should know.
I'll call the hospital.
No, I've got to go there. Will you take me there?
You don't have to go there right now.
Please. Please, Cruz.